On this episode, we're talking about blogging, regular patient emails, and content. Hey everybody, what's up and welcome to the 88 Dental Marketing Show. You know, this is the internet's only dental show that's answering marketing's most important questions. That's what we do. I am your host, Joshua Scott, and this is episode number 46. Got some good questions today all around the subject of content, so we're gonna jump into those. Before we do, a few things. Would love to have your questions. What are your marketing questions? Send them to me down below in the comments, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. Just put them down there. I'll make sure they get featured on a future episode. But let me know some of the things you're thinking about, or maybe I've answered a question, but that's led to more questions. Put those down below and I'll take a look at those. Also, if you are watching this on YouTube, there's a great way. If you subscribe to this, I don't know how many of you have Apple TVs, but man, I sit at home now with my Apple TV, flip over to YouTube. I've got all my subscriptions there. It's literally like watching TV, but it's YouTube. And so the new Apple TV has made that super easy. So if you're subscribed to the show, go home on your Apple TV, hit up YouTube, and the shows will be right there as they're updated. It's just a quick way to get those episodes as they're released. And also, last thing, new article of the month for the month of May, Nike for Life. Talking about LeBron James' new contract with Nike. It's a lifetime contract, Nike's first ever in their history for an athlete. And so what that means for the world of marketing and what Nike's trying to get out of it, what LeBron James is hoping to get out of it, because it's way more than just a high dollar, big athlete deal. There's some significant things that are happening there. The links to that is down below in the show notes. Would love for you to take a read, leave me your comments, let me know what you think. And that's it. Let's get into some questions.
Question number 1 from Dr. Joyner. How often should I blog?
Dr. Joyner, this is a great question. The answer probably is as much as you can sustain it, right? As frequently as you can sustain it. What doesn't work is to come out of the gate the first month or two with lots of blog posts, but then it dies off after that, and it's just not something that's sustainable. So honestly, from a dental industry point of view, I think once a month is appropriate. It's probably bare minimum. At the very most, you could do one blog post a week. I also realize you're a dentist and you're trying to be a clinician. And so sitting down the right blog articles isn't the most ideal situation, but there's companies you can hire out to help and create that content. Really, the goals are twofold. It's number one, creating searchable content on your website. It's getting a lot of keywords in there. So when people are searching for things like dental implants or same visit crowns, your content starts coming up in those searches. And then secondly, it's creating an educational database. I love when clients lead their marketing with education. And I think that's a really great play. And so when people are on your site and they see articles, and especially when they're searching for something specifically and you've got articles there, it's just a great match and it builds trust right away. So those are some things there. One little tip I'd give you is don't put dates on the blog. Just leave those off. All blog templates, functions, platforms have that option. Leave it off. But it just doesn't, in case you don't post for a few months or a year, people don't see those dates and then automatically think you're outdated. So those are my tips for blogging.
Question number 2 is from Brett. Should I be sending regular emails to my patients? If so, what should I put in it?
Hey, Brett, this is a big question. So probably gonna handle this in the next 2 questions. But yeah, man, patient email is huge. One of the biggest trends in marketing in the past 3 to 5 years has been content marketing. I mean, everything has become about content, from patient emails to blog articles, like we talked about in the last question, to landing pages, to social media. I mean, it's content. And really, social media has probably changed that landscape and changed that game for good in the internet. But those who understand content through that filter are going to be the ones that win. And so a patient email is huge. Honestly, at a minimum, once a quarter is a great place to start. Again, as frequently as you can sustain it. So maybe start there. And then every other month or just once a month would be a great goal to get to. But I don't find that any more than that is necessary. The goals with patient emails, like what we're trying to do is, number one, just have regular communication with patients. I find most dental practices, between a patient's recare visits, there's no communication. And so what you're trying to do is just send something out between that time, just have a communication touch point with them. Let them know of things you're doing. I mean, maybe you guys are involved in this organization, or you're raising money for this, or you've got this project going on, or honestly, it's just this summertime promotion or this fall, whatever. Just staying in communication with them. And then secondly, I find that patient emails, they increase case acceptance. They increase patient retention. They just increase sales overall because they keep patients engaged in the practice. And so that's why patient emails are important.
In part 2 of Brett's question, what should I put in those emails?
All right, so Brett, the second part of your question here is what goes in the email, right? So the first part was, yes, they're important. We need to do it. Let's start off quarterly. Second part is what needs to go in these emails. And so I think, to start off, you can use a service like MailChimp or Constant Contact. That would be my recommendation. Super simple to set up, really nice looking templates, and makes it really easy to get in and customize those. So start there. But as far as what goes in, think about the very first section at the top. I like to see whatever's going on in the practice right then, whether it's a promotion. I want to see a call to action on that very first piece of content in the email. Lead with lots of images, and so photos, so some type of photo, whether it's like a summer orthodontic campaign, and it's $200 off, whether it's Invisalign or traditional orthodontics, maybe it's something like that, with a call us to schedule your appointment or complimentary consultation to see if this is a right fit for you. Something like that. Lead with whatever's happening at the moment. Maybe it's a seasonal promotion with a call to action. What else I would put in there is your articles, your blog articles. What did you write about last month, or what did you publish onto the website? Include that stuff in there. Make sure you're always leading and including education. So what's going on social media? Maybe you have some posts there you can bring in, and hey, make sure you're following us on Facebook. Here's what's been happening over there. Or we just launched an Instagram account. Follow us. Those types of things. And then also, I think it's always good to end with a section on reviews. Your positive reviews, your positive experiences inspire us. We'd love to hear about them. Here's links to Google, Yelp, Healthgrades, etc. And you're out. I don't think the email needs to be super long. I don't think there should be a lot of text in it. I think it should be driven by images with clickable links to those texts, to the blog articles, to the website, to social media platforms. Just keeping patients engaged. Do it simply. Start off with something that's manageable and then build from there. So that's how I would get started with patient emails. Guys, this has been episode 46. Thanks so much for your questions. Question of the show: what is your email strategy? How often do you email? Have you set it up yet? We'd love to hear your answers. Leave those down below in the show notes. Also, any future marketing questions you have, man, I'd love to get those. Just leave them below. I'll make sure that they get featured on a future episode, featured in the future. That's how we roll. And guys, this has been episode 46. Love the questions about content, just creating content there. So hope it's beneficial and you enjoy it. I'll see you on the next episode. Yeah. Do you like the recovery? Feature.
That was beautiful. You're pretty much a rapper, so.